But first, we all know that breaking up is hard to do, even when it comes to your relationship with your doctor. So when should you consider changing doctors? That's the subject of our weekly look at how to get and stay healthy. Dr. Bill Lloyd, our healthy living expert, joining us right now from San Francisco. Good to see you. We will never break up, not here. So, Dr. Bill, what are some of the reasons that patients say, you know what, I don't know if this is a good relationship. I want out.
Well, Frederica, the relationship between patient and doctor is somewhere between the relationship you have with your hairdresser and your barber and a marriage. So good haircuts and bad, sickness and health, but nobody said till death do you part. And we should be able to free to change our healthcare providers. And these are some of the most common reasons why people want out. First involves poor communications, particularly at the end of the doctor. You know, doctors typically will not let a patient talk more than 13 seconds before they interrupt. Patients often have problems with the staff in the clinics. The doctor may not be a problem, but the people working in the clinic may make it miserable for them. Doctors may be too busy. Takes too long to get an appointment. When you get in the clinic, you wait too long to see the doctor. For what? 4 minutes? Some people get aggravated by that. There can be a personality conflict. The doctor may, in fact, be a know-it-all. And you know how irritating know-it-alls are to those of us who really do, Frederica. And then finally, and surprisingly, patients want to break up because of quality of care. But that is so low on the list. Most of the time, if they like their doctor, they're going to forgive their doctor if there's been a mistake. Okay, so then say you do want to break up. How do you do that? Because I think a lot of folks feel maybe a little intimidated by their doctor, or they feel like doctor knows best, but I want out and I'm just not sure how to do it. So how do you go about doing that? Excellent point. You know, 20 years ago, it was a big deal if you left your doctor. But with managed care now and portable medicine, people are changing for all kinds of reasons. And sometimes the doctors don't even know where their patients went. If you think you want to leave your doctor, though, give it 24 hours. Talk to some family members. You may find out it's one of those reasons on the list we just talked about that really doesn't have anything to do with the doctor. And by communicating with the doctor what the real problem is, whether it's parking or appointments or whatever, there may be a fixable problem. For example, if you have your appointment every Thursday afternoon, you may find out Tuesdays are wide open and not a problem at all. So you have to, take some responsibility in that part too. Before you pull the pin, talk to the doctor and see if there are any fixable problems.
And then, I guess, aren't there usually warning signs? Maybe, it bubbles up over time. What are some of those warning signs that you need to pay attention and kind of act on those instincts?
Yeah, well, if there's trouble with access, you can't get returns to phone calls, you're even having trouble getting an appointment, you might think about going elsewhere. Any suspicions about distrust? Why is he recommending surgery all the time? I don't think I need surgery. If you can't get a clean answer, go ask the questions of somebody else. Anytime you feel ignored, like your statements don't mean anything or the doctor is very dismissive of your ideas, that's no partnership. Good health requires a partnership between the patient and the physician, and a doctor who fails to explain anything regarding any therapy, risks, benefits, and alternatives. If you're not getting the information you need, you can't make good healthcare decisions.
And then is there a way to kind of simplify the transition? Maybe you're in the middle of treatments or, changing medications, etc., but you don't want to put your life in jeopardy, your health in jeopardy while you're transitioning.
Well, you're right, and that can really weigh on you. I would say the first thing you'd want to do if you're really going to make the change is find the new doctor first. Make sure there's one that's as good as the doctor you're seeing right now. You don't want to cut the cord if you don't have a good doctor. Check with your insurance company to make sure that new provider is going to be eligible for you. Make sure you take care of the arrangements for transferring of records. You need to sign a patient release. You can do that just going into the clinic office any day. You don't even need to see the doctor for doing that. But before you finally walk out, though, you probably should have a conversation with the doctor. Don't send them a text. Have a conversation with the doctor. Explain what you feel the issues are and why you feel the need to move on. And don't feel guilty.
All right. Dr. Bill Lloyd, always great advice. Thanks so much.
We'll talk again soon.
All right. Thank you.